Hello, family. How's everyone doing today? How's everyone doing today? Let me get my. How's everyone doing today? How's everyone doing today? I hope everyone is doing well today. It's time to put the boots on the ground for them today. Yes, it is. Yes, yes, yes. Where them hens at? Where them kids at? Where them backyard Barbies at? Yes, yes, yes. Get it popping today. Get it popping today. Yes. Me let me turn this down some. Ernestine Smith. Hello. Say hello, Cafe family. Carol Morton, hello, hello. Shanita, hello, hello. Prima Donna, hello, hello. Saint Center, hello, hello. MALCSTA, hello, family, hello. Kyra, hello, hello. Anna, hello, Annie. Natalie, hello. Monistat, hello. Donna, hello. Baby Buck 5, hello, hello. Tanika, Kendall R in the house, moderator. Bay Solo in the house, moderator. Salute to the moderators. Yes. H Bags, hello, hello. Kimberly, hello. Granny G, what's up? Hello. Liz, hello. Shirley, hello to the Knowledge family. Hello to the Knowledge family. Hugs and love to you all. Yes, hugs and love to you all. Thank you all, though, for joining on this Saturday. I know on Saturdays a lot of people have things to do on Saturdays. I just appreciate y'all tuning in. We're gonna talk about Tiffany. Yes, the details of Tiffany downfall. And we're gonna talk about a lot more too. We're gonna talk about a lot of these backyard Barbies and Kens up out here. Yes. Yes. And Tiffany New Jack City game failed. Yes, it failed. It took about 4 years for her New Jack City game to fail, but it failed. Yes. Yes. Female Nino Brown. Yes, it failed today. Kimberly Carvers, thank you so much for the generous donation. Thank you. Thank you so much. Your donation is greatly appreciated. Thank you, babe. Thank you so much. Yes, that New Jack City game is over with. Saint Center, yes. The real McCoy, hello, hello. Yes. I think I said everybody there. Yes, so we can get right down to it. Where them hands at? Where them hands at? Yeah, where is Tiffany at anyway? I have not seen Tiffany. Where is Tiffany at? Yes, got beat by a landslide in the village and at the township. Boy, yes, her bootleg game is no longer in New Jack City, running that town at the village and the township like a female Nino Brown. I knew that was going to end very soon, and it did. But I'm gonna tell you, Tiffany gonna snitch. She gonna snitch. She gonna tell on everybody. Yeah, because she was already dry snitching out there when she did that her little campaign last ditch effort to get wrote in. She was snitching on Kamal, and Kamal was standing right there, went clean over his head. Yes, that show you that Kamal really ain't playing with a whole full deck. He think he bad, but he ain't playing with a full deck up there because he was clearly seeing that Tiffany was dry snitching on him right there. Boy, I tell you. Let me see what y'all saying. Salute to everybody. Salute. Skeeter, thank you so much. Hello. Yes. Let me see what else y'all saying. Bay Solo said greetings to the chat. Kendall said greetings to the chat, and thank you all for coming in. Thank y'all. I just want to say another special thanks to all our subscribers, everybody in the chat, everybody in the comment section, the viewers. Y'all all make a difference. Really, you do. Y'all all make a difference to spreading the word out. And I just want to take this time here to just say thank you to all our supporters, because you have to understand that when we tell a story or we are on a story, it really takes y'all support to push the story and make a difference and make a change and get awareness out here. And y'all have been doing that. And I just want to tell y'all thank you, because you have to understand, if a video get one view, it is not going to spread awareness to no damn body. In the trash, it's not going to show a view. It's not going to go out there. It's not going to push so people can hear everybody's voice. So y'all are really very important to this whole thing. The reason why Tiffany is down in them dumps now. Of course, the residents, of course, the trustees, you know, the village of Dolton, the trustees and everybody at the township all stuck together and hung in there. But you still have to understand that the content creators really, really pushed awareness, especially Pink Book Lessons and people like that. They pushed it out, and then we started talking about it, and we pushed it out. So our voice did make a difference. So just put claps in the chat for you all for also spreading the word, because y'all are very important. Even in Regina Waldriff's documentary, she mentioned the chat. What the chat say? She mentioned the content creators, YouTubers, and things like that about pushing out the story and bringing more of an awareness. So just thank y'all. Claps in the chat for y'all as well. Now, let's get down to it. And of course, we're going to still talk about Tiffany, because Tiffany still have a month in that seat. We don't know what she's going to do within that month. She might stay quiet. She might talk. But, you know, we know Tiffany. She can't be quiet. She can't be quiet. If she do, it'll be a shocker. Yes. But we will be still talking about Tiffany, and we will be talking about other subjects as well, because it's a lot of other people that needs to be, their story need to be heard. It's a lot of things out here going on that we also need to spread awareness to as well. But we will definitely stay on Tiffany's bumper all this month. Yes, because she still got a whole month left. And then when they book her, we're going to talk about that and all that. But we are going to put in some more stories to bring awareness to other situations. It's a little girl, Kimani. She's out there. I think I touched on her one time, but it wasn't, I didn't touch on it long. I just talked about Kimani for a minute. But I want to talk about her because, you know, she was found, you know, unalive, little girl. They said her father did it. It reminded me of a story that we also worked on, but I wasn't doing YouTube then, but in Alabama called Hawaii. Her father, Hawata, did her similar the same way, okay? And then you have other stories out here about it was 4 girls. I don't know if y'all heard about it, but it was 4 girls that they was drinking, driving in the car, did a Facebook in the car while they are doing 116 miles an hour. They was filming it. They filmed the dashboard. They was drinking. Oh, they was having a good time. And then the crash happened. 3 of them was gone. 1 is in critical condition. So we do have to bring awareness to little things like that. So we will be touching on other stories. Now, back to this hen. Yes, back to the hen. Let me give another shout out. Jeff, thank you. Hello. Gail, hello. How you doing? I'm trying to see. Speaking Cafe, that's what Bay Solo said. Kendall R said, thank you all for joining us. Yes, thank you. And please hit the like button if you haven't already. And sometimes that like button will kick people out. I don't know what's going on with YouTube with that. You just have to come right on back in. But thank you so much, people. I can't tell y'all how much I appreciate it. Now, back to Tiffany. Tiffany thought she was going to keep running that township and that village like a female Nino Brown, like she was doing New Jack City, bootleg New Jack City. Yeah, but y'all just wait until they catch Tiffany. Because when I heard Tiffany dry snitching on Kamal and Stan in the last video I was talking about, I said, oh, Tiffany ready to talk. She is ready to talk. I'm going to tell y'all what Tiffany going to sound like. I'm telling you, Tiffany going to talk. Tiffany going to be up there in that courtroom. It's bigger than me. It's bigger than me. Y'all need to talk to Kamal. It's bigger than me. Y'all need to talk to Stan. It's bigger than me around here. Oh yeah, Tiffany gonna go to snitching. Watch. Donna Piston, thank you so much for your generosity. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for your generous donation. I appreciate it so much. Yeah, I'm gonna tell y'all right now. Tiffany is gonna be doing this. The brains behind the whole thing. I told you, this thing is bigger than Nino Brown, and I gotta listen. It's bigger. Yes, I'm taking everybody with me. This thing here bigger than Nino Brown. This thing here bigger than Tiffany. Tiffany gonna go to talking. This thing here bigger than me. Y'all better go check out Kamal's car wash. Check out Kamal's little grant check he got. This thing here bigger than me. I can see Tiffany right now talking. Yeah, Judge, this thing here bigger than me. It's bigger than me. How about Stan? Stan was sprinkled over there in 205. He was sprinkled over there in the village. Hey, just because he voted the way I wanted him to vote, I ain't got nothing to do with that. This thing him bigger than me. Andrew Holmes was down there in Vegas. Yeah, y'all want to know about Vegas? Where the interrogation room at? So I can tell y'all about Vegas. I'm telling everybody. DeMarcus, this thing him bigger than me. Y'all want to know about DeMarcus? Yeah, this gonna be Tiffany. Tiffany is gonna have diarrhea of the mouth. I could tell the way she did. Kamal, while he was standing there, she was dry snitching on everybody. This thing him bigger than me, Judge. Yes, it's bigger than me. William Moore. Yes, y'all want to know all about his little internet thing he had going on. Oh, I'm gonna tell y'all everything. What y'all want to know about DeMarcus Crinley, Stacy Carell? Yeah, and Darlene. Y'all noticed that she was wearing that mask when she knew that she had messed up. But before that, she was all parlaying without the mask. Then all of a sudden, when the heat got hot and those subpoenas came in, all of a sudden, she was looking like a bank robber around this joint. Yeah, it had the mask on and everything. Well, damn, Darlene, COVID was when? That was about 2-3 years ago. Why you wearing that mask? Because you know you was guilty. That's what it was. That's why you was wearing that mask all the time. But we still knew who you was. Darlene was coming up in that sagging, lagging with a damn mask on. Like we didn't know that she got some stank going on too. Yes, we already knew all that. Tiffany is going to sing like a hummingbird on all of them. Even Michael Smith. Everybody. Yes, we already see it. We already see it. Yes, we already see this thing here bigger than me. She already feel like she's a female Nino Brown. She was acting like she was a female Nino Brown. She was running that township and that village like a Nino Brown. So don't tell me she ain't gonna get up there like Nino Brown. Hey, Judge, this thing here bigger than me. This thing here bigger than me. Yes, yeah. Oh, you wanna know about Kamal? There you go right there. Yeah, he over there. He is the head of the Rock Island. He is the head of the Rock Island. That's who you need to talk to. This thing here bigger than me. Yeah, see, that's threatening me. So I had to do what they said do. But yeah, I was running it. I was the boss. But hey, we're the interrogation room anyway, because see, y'all don't have all the information y'all need. Let me tell y'all what's really going down. Tiffany finna run all of them up under the bus. Watch what I say. Yeah, she gonna play that Nino Brown. She done played it this far. Yes, she did. Yes. Silly me. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Silly me, for your generosity. Thank you so much. Your generosity is greatly appreciated. It really is. What y'all saying? I can't wait. Oh, Kendall R said, I can't wait to clean house, see the finance of the village. Yes, that's going to be, and that township. Because Miss Lightfoot kind of gave us a touch of where the village stand. But that township, Tiffany and them been hiding that finance. Hiding it hard too. So I can just imagine what that township finance is looking like, Kendall R. It's going to be heartbreaking. And she always talking about, when I came in, they had a deficit. No, they didn't. That girl lied. No, they did not. They had a surplus. Plus, it was proven that they had a surplus. And Tiffany keeps saying that they didn't, but they really did. So that's what makes me think that the township is bad off. Because she's going to try to say, if it's bad off now, well, it was bad off when I got here. No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't. Shanita said she gonna blame Delgado too. Yeah, she gonna blame all of them. Yeah. Gail, thank you so much. Thank you so much for your generosity. Thank you so much for your generosity. Thank you so much. Thank you all for your generosity and your donations. It's greatly, greatly appreciated. Yes. Let me say what else. Yes, a surplus. Yes, it did. Yes. Definitely. Hello, hello. Yes, they did have a surplus. I'm trying to say they didn't have no surplus and all that. I was trying to see what else did y'all say. Skeeter say go through the books. Yes, they're gonna definitely have to go through the books. But Tiffany been hiding those books. She really been hiding those books, and a while back, almost a year ago, they was saying allegedly that some stuff was being shredded and things like that. So we don't know, but we gonna see. It's gonna have to come out. Now, let me say this about Napoleon as well. I don't know how a lot of the residents and stuff feel about Napoleon. He won by 70-something%. People was just tired of Tiffany. Okay. A lot of people really don't know a lot about Napoleon, except for he was a senator and things like that. But I feel like this. I love to give people a chance that comes in and try to help, okay? Because you have to think about it. The governor didn't give a damn about what was going on down there. The attorney general didn't give a damn about what was going on down there. The district attorney didn't give a damn about what was going on at the village or the township, okay? Nobody cared. And nobody would step in. And we heard the governor try to say, oh, well, the FBI have an investigation, so I don't want to step on no toes. No, man, you could have still went in there and stopped Tiffany from all this terrible and horrible shenanigans she was doing. They chose not to. They chose to turn their head and let the residents suffer in both the township and the village. And the next best thing that came along to step in was the senator. You got to give the man that. Nobody else gave a hoot about the residents at all. You can look at it and tell Tiffany was running wild. Nobody, her big dogs, her big superiors over her never said a word. Never sat her down. But then when Napoleon come in, it's some people have something to say about that. Like, I don't know yet. And everybody's entitled to their own opinion. I'm just saying me. Okay. Let me say thank you. Liz, thank you so much. Say, Cafe, you be making my day. Thank you. You make my day too, baby. You make my day. You really do. Granny G, thank you so much for your generosity. Yes, y'all make my day so much. Daphne Hill, thank you so much for your generosity. Thank you all so much. Thank y'all so much for y'all donation. It's so greatly appreciated. So greatly appreciated. Thank y'all so much. And so Napoleon, when I saw, as we had content creators out here just pushing the word. We was talking about that governor not stepping in. We was talking about Kwame, the attorney general. We was talking about that district attorney. Nobody was doing nothing. And the next best thing that came in was a senator to step in and put a stop to it. Just think about it, y'all. If Napoleon would have acted like he don't care and wouldn't have never came, Tiffany would have got reelected. Now, y'all can say what you want to. Tiffany, if Napoleon was not in that race, Tiffany would have got reelected. Yes, you would. That's my belief. And they would still be going through the same thing they're going through. So my thing is, was he slick about getting in there? Was he slick the caucus and how they did? Yeah, but Tiffany played the game. She played the game. Okay, and the game is right. You know, may the best man win. Tiffany was just too slow. She didn't know how to play the game like real politicians. Yeah, But it was a legal game, but it was a slick game. But the thing is, it took Napoleon to come in there. It really did. And so then I said, well, I really don't know too much about him, but I do appreciate him stepping in as a senator. That's the best. That's the next best thing to the governor, to the AG, to the district attorney. That's the next best thing to come in and stop Tiffany. So I had to give him his props for that because he didn't have. And I want y'all to see this because, or hear this. But Napoleon did, this was back like in 9 years ago. I guess he was running for senator, right? So I want to listen to what his pitch is. So I want y'all to hear what he say his pitch is. This is 9 years ago. Okay.
Illinois needs leadership. Illinois needs a leader that articulate the values and the needs of all its citizens. The American dream has been hijacked. Closing schools, lack of investment in education, cost of tuition for college. And women make 79 cents to the dollar to their male counterparts for doing the exact same job. We can do better. I had an opportunity to live my American dream. I went to a great university in Northwestern, had an opportunity to play in the National Football League, and then come back into my community and invest. But let's be clear. The American dream is not about winning the lottery, but not about professional sports or being a entertainer. To most Americans, the American dream is about having the opportunity to afford a home, get a raise on your job, to start that business that you always wanted. I'm running for the United States Senate to make sure that every American in every Illinois has an opportunity to live their American dream, have an opportunity to get that job they wanted, to have an opportunity to invest in their community, to have an opportunity to buy the home they always wanted. I'm running for the United States Senate to ensure that we restore the opportunity and the promise of America. I'm Napoleon Harris, and I approve this message.
Okay. So, Carol Martin, thank you so much. She said, talk that truth. Yes, yes. Thank you so much for your generous donation as well. Thank you so much. Susan said, good evening, Lady Cafe. Good evening. Good evening. And thank you for joining us. Captain Private, thank you so much for joining us. So, y'all heard Napoleon, okay? That's what I wanted y'all to hear. That's when he was running for senator. And he got position. But as I look and I keep looking and my team keep looking, it looks like he has kept his word in a lot of things that he said in there. And he was talking about how women are getting paid less, but doing the same thing as their male counterparts. Researching his things, looked like he changed that as well in certain areas that he was in. Okay? So it does show that he kept up with a lot of things that he was saying. Then it was something else that caught my attention, family. In 2016, I don't know if y'all know, but Napoleon got robbed delivering pizza. Okay? Napoleon runs a pizza place. And he runs a franchise called Beggar's Pizza or something like that over there in the Harvey area or something like that. But anyway, he runs a pizza joint, okay? He owns it. He franchised out and all that good stuff, okay? But he got robbed delivering pizza. I said, wait a minute. He got 2016. He he got robbed delivering pizza. Now, remind you, this is a senator, and he runs his own business. So evidently, he in the trenches in his pizza joint. He just ain't sitting back and everybody else doing the work. It's obvious that he jumps in and he works with his employees, okay? I like stuff like that because I run my own thing. And I do get in the trenches with my team, okay? When you just sit back and you always giving orders, but you ain't helping out your employees or your team get things done. Positive level, pushing towards a positive level, pushing towards making your bottom line profit bigger than it was previous months, okay? So you have to join in and you have to let your team see that you're willing to get dirty along with them, that you're not just going to ask them to do something that you won't do. It's some managers out there. There's a lot of people who are supervisors, managers, and things like that. Whatever they running, they help participate in getting the job done. They just don't sit back and just give orders all day. Okay? They come out of the office and they get dirty along with their workers or their employees or whatever. So I noticed that Napoleon got robbed. He was, I guess, don't know if he was short-staffed or if he just said, I take this delivery out. You could just, y'all take another route. I do this. He probably was just trying to get his orders out there, okay? Didn't want his orders to be late. So it's about 3 guys who called for some pizza. But they didn't want no pizza. They wanted to rob whoever come with that pizza. They wanted to rob them and trout mouth. Just trout mouth ready to grab the pizza, okay? Ready, just scrubs. So they called, and the house, the address they gave was to an abandoned house. It wasn't even nobody staying there. So when they called for the pizza, Napoleon took that order out. Napoleon jumped out that car, and they went to try the man in the headlock. They went to try to whoop the man. They want that pizza, and Napoleon wasn't giving the pizza up without giving out some ass whoopings as well. Okay? Now, I just want to show y'all that right there. So when I saw him going out there, now I'm going to tell y'all how this is, because these guys, I'm going to show y'all Jerry K. Lipcomb. Thank you so much. Thank you for joining us. Mandy K. Thank you. Thank you for joining us. Collectibles. Thank you so much. Cheryl Day. Thank you. Thank you for joining us. Jerry K. Livingston. Thank you so much for your generosity. Thank you so much for your donation. Let me show y'all this so y'all can see what I'm talking about. Napoleon Harris fights off robbers. Help catch the leaders. They were some herders, suspects. Okay. When 4 men tried to rob Harris, he's not only fought them off, but gave a description of them and their vehicles to police. Napoleon Harris, ex-NFL linebacker, delivered pizza, gets robbed. Okay. Now, they said they wanted pizza to this empty house. Okay. And they lured Napoleon over there, and Napoleon just think it's just a normal day. And he just, there you go right here. Now, it was pretty dangerous because they said that these guys had just deleted a man. You know how you go on these apps and you sell You say, hey, I'm getting rid of this chair, and you put it on a certain social media site, or you selling a game console and you put it on a certain media type app, and then the people call, you supposed to meet them. Now they say you're supposed to meet people that want to buy things from you offline in a police parking lot, in where we stay at. If you're going to buy something offline, our police department has an area, and it's up there. Exchange, if you're buying something offline, that's where you go. And that camera is watching every doggone thing y'all do. So if that person does something to you while you trying to sell them what you got, like you selling a motorcycle or a moped, and then they hit you on the head, take the moped, take your car, take your money, and they jet off, it was done in that parking lot. You ain't getting too far, because it's a police officer that stays in a booth, and he watches. So if you do something like that, you caught. That's what we have in our area, okay? But they do tell you to do exchanges like that near the police department or in a police parking lot. Now, if your ass got something hot and you know you done stole it and you trying to pass off somebody else, you ain't gonna go in no parking lot. So you just at risk on your own. Yes. But anyway, Cooking with Frank. Salute to you, brother. Salute. Thank you so much. He says salute to Cafe in the chat. Thank you so much, brother. Thank you so much for your generosity. Yes, y'all check out Cooking with Frank too. Awesome content as well. But so that's what you're supposed to do. And so with Napoleon case, he got his pizza, went over there, and the guys jumped him, tried to rob him and do all that. Okay. Now they found out. Now they said Napoleon was handling them. Okay. One of them, he messed up pretty bad. Now that must have been the one that he just had his hands on and gonna whoop him, you know. But when you messing with a linebacker, it was just the wrong time. And Napoleon did say that he was glad that for some reason he delivered that pizza, because if it had been one of his employees, it wouldn't have turned out like that, most likely. And then we come to find out that the guys that robbed him had just a couple of hours before that deleted a guy because they lured him and said they wanted to buy something from him. The same way they did with Napoleon. They called for that pizza and didn't want no pizza. They just wanted to rob the guy and take the pizza. So they had just did that 2 hours prior, deleted a guy, took his vehicle, went to this empty spot, called for some pizza, and they was finna get somebody else. So if they deleted a guy 2 hours ago, what make you think they weren't gonna delete Napoleon? Or if Napoleon, one of his workers had a cane, what would have happened to him? Because they clearly deleted somebody 2 hours prior. So when Napoleon gave a description of the guys who tried, they did take his wallet and things like that. They was able to get it, but he gave them hell. Okay. But the thing is, when he gave the description, then it finds out that these guys here had just deleted a guy. And let me show you, let me show y'all that. Let me show y'all that too. These are the guys. These are the guys. And you see it says, by them robbing Napoleon, it solved the deletion of the guy that they had just deleted. Okay? Hold on. This is the guy they deleted a couple of hours before they tried to trap Napoleon. Okay? Rest in peace to this young man here. But that's what happened. Okay? So my thing is, glad Napoleon is okay as well. But my thing is, when I listened to what he said when he was trying to become a senator, and then I look at his background on that level, just what he said he wanted to do, he did make a difference in that area. Okay. Then when I look and see that he runs a pizza joint, he's the owner, franchise, Beggar's Pizza or something, and he also helps his employees deliver pizza. This is him as a senator too. It's like, okay, he probably offer, he want to run down here and check on his spot. And he run down there and check on his spot. He probably see they busy, they running. He like, hey, I take that delivery for y'all on my way out. And then he probably go back somewhere else to his office. But he did it, and that's what happened to him. But my thing is, he gets dirty with his workers, with his employees. That's another plus. So I don't, hopefully he does a great job. But I do say he was needed. He was needed. If he hadn't came in there, Tiffany would have got reelected. That's just my opinion. That's just my opinion. People could say she wouldn't all day long, but you just got to look at it. She wouldn't have been booted off the ballot. None of that. She would have ran that town again. Yes, she would have. Yeah. He was needed. So I'm just saying, it's, just some people that have some flack about Napoleon, and I'm like this. Your goddamn governor didn't do nothing. Just your attorney general didn't do nothing. Your district attorney didn't do nothing. Here come a senator, and y'all still got a problem with that? Well, hell, just keep Tiffany. What the hell? Napoleon was needed. My opinion. Nate feels too, good brother. They needed they needed someone that would not be pushed around. And once I say about the 4 years that he have, if he run again, fine. But I really do think he only stepped in to move Tiffany out the way. I really do. I think that, I don't know, but we're going to keep on it. I think when his 4 years is up, I don't even know if he'll run again. I think he did that to make sure he flushed Tiffany and her goons out of the way. And it's going to take about 4 years to make sure they are out of the way. And he was needed. That's just my opinion. That's my opinion. Yes. Jamal Killings, thank you so much for your generous donation. Says Cafe, salute to you. Salute to you. Yes. Salute to everybody. Salute to everybody. I'm trying to see what Goldfish Love, hello, said, I agree. That's why they pulled that coon on Henyard at the caucus. Yes, yes. Anybody else has something to say? Jerry K. Lipscomb said, YouTubers have power, the ones that speak facts. You did more than the news. It's time to give the news competition to the YouTubers. Yes, YouTubers have. And that's all over. When you look at YouTube, it's some on different stories. They stay on it. They're trying to make a difference, trying to bring awareness. You just have different things. But they do try to bring awareness. You know what I'm saying? So you have to give shout outs to them for that. But I really do think that, Napoleon was needed. I really do. I think he just came in because nobody else would. Now, did the governor and the AG ask him to come in? Don't know. But he came in. So you have to give a man a chance for that. Just for coming in, putting a stop to Tiffany, that's good in my book. We just watch how he run the thing. But he did get rid of the cancer. That was Tiffany. He did. So then you had Sassy Cassie. Sassy Cassie done jumped on this internet streets talking about people kids. See, y'all gonna learn to stop talking about people kids. Kids supposed to be off limits. That's just me. I guess I was just raised in a different circle. You know what I'm saying? I had that professional knowledge. Now I got some street knowledge. But one thing that we don't do is talk about people kids. Okay? Now that's off limits. Now, it's a whole lot of times we could talk. Kamal got a lot of kids. We could have talked about his kids. Off limits. Tiffany got a kid. I talk about the skating rink being named to a kid, but that's it. DeMarcus got a baseball team full of kids. Don't touch the kids. Okay? I've had people to tell me, hey, would you look into Tiffany's mother and her father? For what? They ain't stealing. And if they is, it'll come out in the courts. Now, when it come out in the courtroom, I'll talk about it. If one of their kids was getting kickbacks, then we could talk about it. But other than that, I'm just not talking about nobody's kids. But see, we could tell that Sassy Cassie don't know the game. She don't know the game. She up here running her mouth, but don't know the game. Kids are off limits. Yes. Up there talking about Kiana kid. Well, her daughter. Kiana's daughter worked at the polling spot. Okay? And I ain't even finna play that part right there, because I don't like none of their ass that was there on that panel, whatever they was at. Okay? But I did see it on Money Boy Trey and AK Cole or whatever. But Sassy Cassie done got up there looking like a bootleg Aunt Your Mama. Looking like she was in her pajamas, shit all buckled up. And Lou, God, why you looking like Aunt Your Mama? Damn. She was looking, I'm telling you, Cassie was looking like she lost by 152 votes. But on that panel, she looked like she had got beat up 152 times. Yes, she did. Yes, she did. She looked like she was just too through. I said, damn, that's what 152 votes do for you? You look bad, girl. Dang. It'll be all right, boo. It'll be all right. But what you don't do is talk about people kids. And then she's going to say, Kiana's daughter worked at the polling spot, okay? And she was coming in and out of the polling, whatever. That's what Sassy Cat said. She was coming in and out of the poll place. Yeah, Kiana's daughter was running in and out. Then she would go to Jason and tell Jason something. Or give Jason a piece of paper. Cassie, why you lie? You lie just like that hen. You lie just like that hen. You want to know why I say you lying? Because any other time, your ass is filming. Yes. You remember when they took your signs? Look, y'all, they done took my sign. Look, y'all, yes, I know who did it. I know who took my sign. But for some reason, you didn't take no picture of something that could have been important, of somebody walking in and out, as you say. Why you didn't take no picture of it? Yes. You took a picture of the abandoned houses, something that's really tickling your fancy that I think you want. My opinion, yes, you went out there in abandoned houses looking. See, y'all, how bad it is. You see these abandoned houses. So you take videos and pictures of everything. Why you didn't take one of that? See, that's why I think you're lying. You just want to start a mess. I'm so glad she didn't get up in there. She's a mess starter. You can see it already. Starting mess. I sat up there and said, Kiana's daughter, she does work for the election board. But Kiana said clearly that my daughter can only see how many people came out and voted. She can't see who voted and who they voted for and things like that, okay? But the thing is, her coming in and out of her work spot don't mean nothing. She probably could smoke a cigarette on her break, Lunch break, she leave out, eat in the car, walk out there. You just never know. People walk in and out of their jobs all the time on breaks, smoke a cigarette, on lunch, just to take a phone call or whatever. They do it all the time. But see, Sassy Cassie wants to start mess because she lost. Sitting right up there, looking taut from the floor up, like a bootleg Aunt your mama, talking mess and lying. That's my opinion. I think she lying. Up there talking greasy about that lady's daughter. And yeah, Kiana's daughter, she kept running in and out of the polling place, and she worked there. And she kept running in and out of there talking to Jason. So, boy, backyard Barbies are real around this camp right here. And Kiana was trying to tell her. Kiana got up there and checked her like she should have. Talking about her daughter. I knew if you look at, I know Bay Solo have the video of them all celebrating at Napoleon's victory thing. Clean House 25 was there too. And all of them was kind of celebrating together. And I did see on Bay Solo, she was filming it because she was there. Shout out to Bay Solo. But it was a clip that she went around the room and you could see Kiana. Kiana was kind of sitting there and she looked sad for a minute. And I said, man, for them to just won this big victory, something must be on her mind. It was Sassy Cassie. That's what it was. I got it together now. I'm going to find that clip. And then I'm going to show it to y'all in the next video. I'm going to show y'all where Kiana was sitting. She was sitting and she was just like this. She was smiling, but she wasn't, yeah. You see what I'm saying? And now it makes sense because when Kiana went up on that panel to check their ass, she said at the end, let me get back to my victory party. I said, oh, that was the night of the victory party. And so that's why she was sitting there looking kind of, she had something on her mind. It was Sassy Cassie up here on these internet streets lying on her daughter, trying to make it like her daughter did something unethical. Boy, I'm so tired of Cassie Sassy trout mouth. That's not why you lost, sister. Let me tell you that. That's not why you lost 152 votes. This why your ass lost right here. This is why you lost, sister. Run your mouth too much. That's why you lost. You run your mouth too much. I'm just talking about that lady.
Because I don't want nobody to mess around and find out. My personal space is my personal space.
That's why you lost.
You don't get to get in my personal space. You don't get to come ask me questions.
That's why you lost.
Any of that. You get to stay out of my personal space.
And you get to stay out of that mayor seat.
You're all on your adult politics page showing just how ignorant and immature people are. And the stuff that you guys do, it speaks volume about the leader that you are supporting. Because you will never see people that support me out acting.
You didn't see nobody support you anyway. 152 votes. Where your supporters at?
It's embarrassing the way a lot of you guys act. You all really need to grow up and get yourselves together. But I want to be clear about this thing. Do not get me mistaken and do not listen. I'm just telling you, don't be fooled.
That's why you lost.
Don't mess around and find out.
That's why you got 152.
Don't come with me with no bad energy.
152.
Don't do any of that.
152. 152.
This stuff is ridiculous. A lot of you guys need to grow up. You guys are so immature. It's unbelievable.
152.
And all those folks with all this keyboard energy and all this negativity, when they see you in person, they can barely hold their head up. Because they let you know they're all about mess and gossip and all this other crazy stuff. You should be glad someone is running for mayor.
We are Jason House. We are.
Build this village back up. Like, make this stuff make sense. You guys are so hell-bent on crazy stuff. If you are confident
she got 152 votes?
You guys are an embarrassment. And it's the same little group of people that comes to the meeting. But make no mistake, I'm not Tiffany Henyard. You will not get up in my personal
Yes, you is. You lost by a landslide, just like Tiffany.
It's the same little group of people that comes to the meeting. But make no mistake, I'm not Tiffany Henyard. You will not get up in my personal space. I'm just telling you. Because that might not work out well for you. So
what? That's why she got 152.
You don't get to do any of that. Do you understand? What you think about me is none of my business. Do you understand? What you think about me is none of my business. That's you and your feelings and your perception and your emotions. All I can say to you is get over it, because I could care too less.
That's why she got 152.
At all.
She said she cares less.
What we will not do is be disrespectful and get in my personal space. I'm just telling you, that might not work out so well for you. Let's not do that. Okay? Because I have to go there, and you don't want me to have to go there.
Okay.
You understand?
Okay.
So we understand. What are you fighting over?
Okay. Yeah, we do understand. We understand that you got 152 votes. And just because your big mouth is disrespectful, don't go trying to put that on Kiana's daughter because your mouth disrespectful. Because you don't care about the residents. You don't care about them residents. You clearly told them, don't get up in your space. Okay, then, when we go to the poll, we won't even get in your space. We won't even look at your name. And that's exactly what happened. They did not even look at your name. That's your fault. You're the one told them people to F around and find out. Don't mess around and find out. Okay. Don't you mess around and find out, because watch this. We're going to act like we don't even see your name. And that's exactly what happened. Don't try to put that on Kiana's daughter. You disrespectful. Dirty backyard hen. Them people, y'all one step away from being homeless. What? No, she didn't. And you think that they were supposed to go in there and click your name? You told them people they was one step away from being homeless. Then told them don't mess around and find out. Then told them they was an embarrassment. So what make you think you supposed to get more than 152 votes with the type of mouth you got? Trout mouth. Oh, dirt scraper. That's what you were looking like up there on that panel. I'm sorry. I said, why is she looking like she got beat up 152 times? Damn. You couldn't find a better scarf than that, girl. You could have called me. I'd have shipped you one real quick. One day delivery. Next day mail. You was looking sure enough through. I said, damn, she flipped from this suit. And you saw her that night and got on the panel like she didn't give a damn. I said, damn. Yes. Looking straight ratchet. Talking about people kids. Then looked like she was hitting on that Jim Beam too. What you hitting on that Jim Beam? Because I'm going to tell you, when you was up there and Kiana came up there, you kept looking to the side. But then when Kiana popped up there, you kind of did a double take. And then you went over here and started stirring up something. Was that Jim Beam? That's what I want to know. Was that Jim Beam that you always hit? I want to know. Looked like you had some Jim Beam and monkey juice. Because I'm going to tell you, the way you was talking about that lady kid telling lies, spreading lies, that ain't nothing to play with. Then you really jeopardizing Kiana's daughter's job by telling lies. Because you obviously didn't show no pictures. You didn't show us no video. And we know that you do that. You videoed about the abandoned houses. You videoed about somebody taking your little signs. I think that was a lie. My opinion. Mm-hmm. Anyway, Sassy Cat out here lying on people. Let me see what y'all talking about. Sassy Cat out here lying on people, y'all. Let me see. Cheryl, I'm glad Cafe telling about this. I didn't know they had safe places like that to meet. Yes, they do, Sharon. Yes, they do. The safe places, you have a safe place. They say your nearest police department is a safe place if you are buying something offline or something like that. Yes, they do. Look into it. It's supposed to be all over the United States too. It's not just because our people. It's supposed to be that's what they doing. Okay, so yeah, so check into that so that you can spread the word to your family as well. Um, Jamal Killen trying to say, I know you right. I agree with that. Which is cool. Okay. All right. I was just trying to see did y'all say anything. Cooking with Frank said create a real youth program and late night running. Good to get a game for him. Yes, Cooking with Frank. Yes, you know what I'm saying? It is. And Kamal Invisible Youth Program. Where that youth program at anyway? And shout out to Go Political because he did a video and he went deeper than what I went deep on Kamal Invisible Youth Program. Yes, we want to know about all that. See, I'm gonna tell y'all right now, if Napoleon hadn't got in there, and I really can't say about Nate, but what I can say about Napoleon because of the you could look at and what I've read, he damn sure ain't no pushover. You're not finna jack him up and then don't whoop, and you know what I'm saying? You not finna jack him up and don't get your ass whooped. Okay? I just got to go off that. Okay? I love Nate. Okay? But the thing is, Napoleon had to get in there because see, Kamal likes to jack people up, y'all remember? But what he ain't did is up. Why y'all ain't did that? And see, that's the more shows why Michael Smith ass was riding in the car around Napoleon's house. See, I didn't know that Napoleon had already whooped somebody, okay, about his pizza. Yeah, he was playing about his pizza. Now they got the pizza, but I'm gonna tell you, Napoleon was knocking some heads in before they got the pizza. I don't even know if their jaws was able to chew the damn pizza. Okay, all I know is they did get the pizza and they got his wallet, but then he made sure that they got captured. And luckily they did because they just had deleted somebody 2 hours or so prior. Okay, so my thing is that furthermore proves why Michael Smith was riding in the car talking about I seen his lights on one day and his lights wasn't on and he hiding up the street and he hiding across the street, but Michael won't get his ass out that car though, did it? All you had to do go up there and knock on the man. Now I see why you didn't. Now I see why you didn't. But Napoleon, all Napoleon got to do, Napoleon, look here. I don't know if you will ever see this, but what we need for you to do to keep Michael Smith away from your house, find that dude that Michael was too scared to go get his phone from. Yeah, see, when you get up in that township and y'all start having meetings, see, Michael like to go and sit up in every meeting. Make sure that you have that dude that Michael was too scared to go get his cell phone from. Yeah, see, Michael he thought he had a girlfriend, but the girl was messing with her ex as well. And Michael left his phone over that girl's house, and then the ex came over there. When the ex came over there, he's like, whose phone is this? She's like, oh, that Michael, you know, he's like, what he doing over here? She done made up some type of excuse to get up out the shit, okay? She made sure that she wasn't going to get in trouble with the ex. So she said, hey, he came over here. I don't know why he stopped over here, but he stopped over here, whatever, but he left his phone. Okay, old dude told Michael, come get your phone. Michael was too scared to go get his phone, so he made a false police report and said his phone was stolen at a gas station. What? But you can run up on Mr. Paul and everybody else. But you were too scared to go get your own phone. So yeah, Napoleon, just find out who that dude is. that Michael too scared to get his own cell phone from, and just have him sitting in the front like look like that security guard Otis that fell down and couldn't get up. Okay, yeah, he don't need to be security guard anyway. I hope he fire you. I hope Napoleon fire that joker. He wasn't worth a nickel, and he was on Tiffany Goon Squad. I started to call him something else. But yeah, then he fell down there and couldn't get up. But Lord talk mess. I done seen that man talk mess to everybody. But as soon as he fell down there, he needed somebody to help his ass up. I hope Napoleon fire you. You should be the first one to get fired because you ain't protecting nothing. No, we can't trust you. No, you can't do nothing but hold a slab of pancakes. That's all you able to do. But far as doing something and everybody being protected, I'd have seen that security guard on the floor. I would have been mad. You talking about a lawsuit? I'd have just sued the township within itself for having somebody like that securing me when he ain't worth a damn. Yeah, shit, y'all risking my safety. What he gonna do? Anyway. Yes. I need to find out who that dude is. Michael wouldn't go get that phone. Nah, he wouldn't go get that phone. So, and another thing, it's some ladies that said that Stan Brown, I'm talking to you now. That's the backyard king. Yes. Come here, Stan. Come here. It's some ladies that say you the biggest liar God ever gave a tongue to. What? Oh, Lord. Yeah, it's some ladies that say it. It's some OG school ladies, too. So I'm trying to figure out what was you telling these old ladies around that township and that village? Because they all said that you are the biggest liar God ever gave a tongue to. Boy, if that ain't strong, that is strong, Stan. I knew it was something about Stan. That's why I don't give him no breaks. I don't give him no breaks. I don't care nothing about the Fitz Straddler. No, I don't. I don't trust Stan. And besides, why wasn't Stan at some of those victory parties? Can anybody answer that? Why didn't I see Stan? Matter of fact, why didn't I see Stan? Now, I could be wrong. I think Ray Solo was at that victory party. Was Stan there? I'm trying to figure out was Stan at the party. I did not see. I mean, I looked at a lot of different videos. Bay Solo said, Cafe of Knowledge popped that fan again. Bay Solo, there you go. Bay Solo said, pop that fan again. But, Blue Black. Yes, Cooking with Frank. Wait till I let you hear that. That lady said, Stan. Yeah, I'm finna let you hear it. That lady said, Stan. Yeah, you know Stan. He the biggest liar God ever gave a tongue to. What? I said it. I said that city slickster. I said Stan. Now, I'm going to tell you right now, when some old school ladies sit around and they all talking and they having fun, and then somebody just bring up a name, and then they say, honey, yeah, Stan Brown. Yes, honey, yes, I know him, honey. He the biggest liar God ever gave a tongue to, baby. Let me tell you about that. When you got old school G women telling you something like that, you better take heed. They ain't lying. They are not lying. I'm sorry. They are not lying. They are serious about that. They ain't playing. Now, you don't have to take what they telling you. You don't have to believe what they telling you. But guarantee you will get bit messing with that person they talking about. Because the old school OGs like that, old ladies, they know. They know. They trying to tell you something for your good. Yeah. But anyway, y'all check this out right here. That lady said that Stan is the biggest liar God ever gave a tongue to. Yes. I said, no. Let me see. But, hold on. Let me see what y'all talking about. Hold on, family. Hold on, family. She sure did. She sure did. Yeah. Yeah, what? Yes. That stand is the big. What? Which one that's on? Let me see. Let me see. Nah, it's hold on, family. Yeah. Here you go. Check it out, family. Check it out. What's his name? Stanley Brown. He needs to be gone. He arrested me, the biggest liar guy that we got. And you don't have to erase it. They can, and if you find out who I live, you know what you're doing when you come to my house. Okay, this that. Okay, she after she says it, family. Hold on, because she says it kind of real low. But just listen. They was like Stan Brown. Yeah, he the biggest liar that God ever gave a tongue to. And then that's what she said. And when you see this and hear this, you better not come after me either. Listen. What's his name? Stanley Brown. He needs to be gone. He arrested me, the biggest liar guy that we got to talk. And you don't have to erase it. They can, and if you find out who I live, you know what you're doing when you come to my house. That's all I'm gonna say. Know what you're doing when you come to my house. So, shout out to it's public TV or something like that. What is the name of that? Public Ops TV. They had the clip on now. And that lady said, yeah, they was sitting around there. Yeah, Stan Brown. Yeah, he the biggest liar God ever gave a tongue to. And they were, that's a good one right there, girl. And then the lady she started saying, y'all ain't got to erase this because if you come to my house, you better know what you're doing. So that shows that Tiffany and her goons will go to people's house. Because that lady clearly said, when you come to my house, you better know what you're doing. That's how Tiffany ran that town. Yeah, that's how she ran that town. To where if you said something about her, Stan, and the rest of the goons, they coming to see you. Totally disturbing. For an older lady like this to say, she can't eat. What she said was Stan Brown got the biggest. Stan Brown, that's the biggest liar God ever gave a tongue to. Just by her saying that, she knew that they might try to come to her house. So she had to get that straight as well. That's sad. That's really sad. But I knew Stan was a city slickster. I knew Stan running around there telling lies to everybody, okay? The lady clearly said it, okay? She said that Stan lied. And I'm telling you, that is bad when you say he is the biggest liar God ever gave a tongue to. That's deep. That's deep. That's deep. It sounds like Stan been lying all his adult life. Yeah. That's why I don't trust nothing Stan say or do. Blue, black, brown, like Cooking with Frank said. Yes. Let me see what else y'all talking about. Let me see what else y'all say. Okay. Brown Hornet out there lying. Cooking with Frank. Yes. He out there lying. Buck Baby 5. Stan is one of the leaders. Blue, black, brown, Kendall R said. Yes. Jimmy Salute. Yes. I'm telling you. Stan out there lying. And I'm gonna tell you, you got to take heed when the older ladies say something like that. You got to really think, boy. That's somebody that you just don't trust, just stay away from. But anyway, I did not see Stan at any of the victory parties, okay? Maybe I missed him. But I was looking very closely, okay? I was looking at the victory party that Jason and them had, and then what Napoleon had. Then Jason and them came over to Napoleon's pizza place, okay? And they was all over there, and I was looking, but I didn't see Stan, which furthermore tells me Stan is a fence straddler. He don't want to be seen with this side. He don't want to be seen on that side. See, when you see stuff like that, because you see that the village and the township is moving in a better direction. Better than the hen, that mud wallet hen, moving in a better direction than that, okay? And for you to still be on the board and you don't show up, what that tells, what that tell us? What that tell us? You see what I'm saying? I look at things like that. You couldn't come in on this. This is the main thing what happened the other day. I did not see Stan. I did not. I ain't seen Stan hand out Tiffany flyers. I didn't see him hand out Clean House 2025 flyers. Why is that? Fence straddler. Yes. And I believe he one of the ones that Tiffany think is standing in line for that whistleblower thing. Because Tiffany clearly was throwing him and Kamal clean up under that bus, dry snitching on him. And then you didn't see Stan nowhere around Tiffany. Tiffany did a last-ditch effort to get her right in. Stan ain't said a word. But then Clean House was also pushing at the last minute. I didn't see Stan. So Stan ain't supporting either or. But you making decisions for the city. You able to vote for what's going on in the city. But you're still fence straddling. Stan, you're going to jail. And I'm going to help him put you in there. Yeah, I'm going to help him put you in there. Yes. I'm start looking at you too. I'm going to start looking at you in your patent leather shoes. I just don't like that. No, I don't. No, you can't be trusted. But I know you got to stay in your little seat because hell, Andrew Holm, he was still employed there, even though he hadn't showed up. Andrew Holm missed all kind of meetings. Why they didn't just go ahead on and go to court and throw his ass off of that village trustee seat? Because he hadn't even been there all this time. Do he come back again? That's what I want to know. Do Andrew Holmes come back again? I'm just asking a question. Wow. C. Quinn said, we appreciate you. Appreciate y'all too. Donna, hello. Exactly why she lost ignorance. Yes. Hello. Laura, hello. Monica, thank you. Ortez, thank you. Sending love to you all. Yes. And then let me say this, and then I open up the lines because I want to say something about this. Y'all remember in the last video, I let y'all hear Ed Steves. Man, that was powerful. You know, he was outside waiting on the results for the election, and he started talking about how Jason has hired or got a therapist to help the residents with a lot of things they've been through with Tiffany. Okay. And he said that we seen a lot of things on TV, but it's a lot we didn't know that was happening behind the scenes that was very impactful to people's lives. Okay. And I brought that up to say this is I looked at a news article and then I saw it pop up on the news that Dolton, I think it was day 4 yesterday or something like that, was flooded in certain areas. And you seen that those cars, man, you couldn't even see their wheels. You couldn't, I mean, I was like, damn, that street, it looked like they was going through a river. Okay? But the news people, and I guess some residents as well, but I'm talking about what I saw on the news just here day before yesterday. They said, look, they were showing how flooded it is, that the streets, some of the cars couldn't even get through it. It looked terrible. And they was talking about how bad this is. And they said, we called Jason and we didn't get no response we wanted to get some type of reply about all these flooded streets and stuff. Furthermore, lets me know what Jason is doing is a great job about getting a therapist. I'm going to tell y'all why I say that, family. Jason just got elected, right? He is not their mayor. He is not their mayor yet. That flooded street is Tiffany. But it shows you how much they are scared to call the one who is running that town. They would rather bypass their mayor. Tiffany is still their mayor, not Jason. Jason has not got up there and done this yet. He still has to respect that mud-walling hen. That's her town for a whole nother month. That's her village for a whole month. Why didn't they call Tiffany? That shows me the therapy is needed. Because the first thing even the news people did was ran to Jason, somebody who is not the mayor yet. Tiffany ran that place for 4 years. Done took y'all money for 4 years. Done dogged y'all residents out for 4 years. Done dug y'all bank account dry in the negative millions and millions and millions for 4 years. And she's still running it. But y'all gonna act like that flood water is Jason's fault? He ain't there yet. He not y'all mayor. Why didn't nobody call Tiffany? I'll wait. What we not gonna do, we not gonna play this I'm a black woman. And everybody gonna bypass the black woman who is in control of that flood. Yeah, I can see why y'all drains is like that. It did look bad. But Tiffany gave no shits about y'all water. She gave no shit about y'all floods. None of that. She was too busy taking lavish trips, getting grants, dipping in the account, getting wigs, getting hairstyle, gorilla pimping the government, gorilla pimping the taxpayers. She didn't care nothing about how y'all water flow well down in the drains. She didn't care nothing about that. Oh, them trees. Oh, I gotta cut down them trees. Oh, my daughter need an ice skate rink. But y'all called Jason. See, that lets me know that therapy is needed. And when they said Jason did not respond, it was some people that said, oh, there he go. He ain't responding. See that? He just got in there. And they asked him about all this flood we got. And he don't even want to answer the phone. It ain't his business. Y'all mayor is who y'all should be talking about. Tiffany Henyard. Why y'all not calling her? Yeah, I was Jason. I wouldn't answer either. This ain't my village yet. I'm just a trustee. I don't become mayor until next month when I make my oath. That's her damn problem. That's not mine. Ask her why y'all flooded out. Ask her why that damn water's up to y'all hips. Ask her why y'all swimming in 10 feet dirty water. Yes. Yes. Ask her why y'all drains ain't draining. You scared. You scared. Already went to Jason. That's what we ain't gonna do. That man ain't y'all mayor yet. It's Tiffany. So it proves that therapy is needed. Tiffany has dogged these people so much to they, even with her being voted out, she's still their mayor, they're still scared to approach her and ask her anything. That's how deep the hurt is. That's how deep the bullying has gotten. Where you can see people are willing to bypass Tiffany and talk to someone who wasn't running that thing for 4 years like the mayor was. That's Tiffany. Oh, well, we called Jason because we want we called Jason because we want to know what he gonna say. We want to know what he gonna say about this flooded water. What is he gonna do? No, what is Tiffany gonna do? She still got 30-something days. Call her. Oh, I forgot you can't. So it shows that a lot of people do need help. Because Tiffany have those people in fear to you on. Now they'll talk a good game. Still scared of her. And it's understandable because of the way Tiffany ran that town, ran that village. It's understandable. And I do think Jason is doing the right thing by bringing in a therapist. Would everybody take advantage of it? Probably not. Because a lot of hurt people don't think they're hurt. But there are after effects to that. And that was a prime example. Because with the streets flooded, instead of going to the one that really can do something about it, the mayor, she still has 30 days. They bypassed him and went to someone easy. But someone who is not the mayor. Tiffany is. Wow. Shanita said, I can't wait for the transfer of power and the first meeting from House with the right. I can't wait till the first meeting too. Jimmy, salute. Right. Jimmy said, well, she got to be at work to take the call. My point exactly. But my thing is, the call went to Jason. Nobody said on that news, go back and look at it. And a lot of people who are talking about it on YouTube has not mentioned Tiffany. Oh, we tried to call the mayor and see what this is. Because, see, Tiffany still have a job to do. Rather she come in the office, she don't come in the office. Rather she just lollygagging or whatever. She is still the mayor. So when something like that goes on, she's supposed to get that call. We never heard that on the news. They said, we called Jason House. No matter how much people want Tiffany out of there, and she is out of there, but she still got another month. You still have to address that mayor. Point blank, period. If you say we called the mayor and we didn't get no answer, we didn't get a reply. Then you can say we called one of the trustees. Yeah. So regardless, if Tiffany in the office or not, whose fault is that? Yeah. You see what I'm saying? They were supposed to contact Tiffany. Yeah. Yeah. And then if Jason take the call as if he mayor, that's somewhat disrespectful. No matter how much we don't, Tiffany is still disrespectful. That's still Tiffany's village until next month. That's still her township until next month. Regardless if she just lay at home for the whole time, she's still the supervisor and she's still the mayor until next month. So people need to be on her butt. Mm-hmm. If something happens in the township, you can't really call Napoleon right now. That's not his township. That's still Tiffany's. Yep. Todd said, Cafe, you are right. This is Tiffany problem as being acting. Exactly. Exactly. Oh, we had a Tiffany for mayor in here that was timed out. Thank you, Kendall R. Better be glad I didn't see her. Yes. Anyway, so if anybody want to call in and tell what y'all think about the point that the residents Jason is getting therapy for the residents and about what they've been through, and hopefully things will be better. Let me see if y'all want to call in and just talk on the subject. The number is 678-17. If y'all would like to call in now before I stop. But yeah, that's all I was just saying. It's just that it's really Tiffany. You know what I'm saying? That's really her bag. It's not Jason yet. So let me see what y'all saying. But yeah, if y'all want to call in, the number is 678-439-4517. Let me see. Somebody else said something. Etar said Tiffany never took calls. I could believe that. Shadow Seeker, what's going on? Said no, Cassie is going to be on the Angry Old People Live. Oh yeah, she yes. Hello. How you doing?
Hey, Captain Knowledge.
Hello, how you doing?
This is old school style.
Old school style. I'm so glad to hear old school style.
I've been trying to call in, but
Really?
it makes sense. I'm always on your line.
Well, thank you so much. Thank you so much.
And I appreciate you too.
Oh.
And, you would come up. You have a premonition. Oh boy.
Thank you.
You just can't make this stuff up about Tiffany.
Right.
Lord.
Right.
And Cassie, back in the day, they used to have straight jackets. and in Detroit, they had mental hospitals.
Right.
Tom and Kiefer on 75. And if you called in, they had white suits and white trucks. And you would get $50 if you like a mental patient. Back in the day, you ain't got no more straight jackets.
Yeah.
You just can't.
Yeah, you're right. It's a lot going on, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's a lot going on. So, how do you feel about them moving in the direction with the clean. Like she lost the mayor spot, and then she lost the township spot.
Oh, Tiffany at Narcissus, a gaslighting.
Mm-hmm.
She coming back with this vision. Narcissists don't take too much. I mean, don't like to be defeated. She is coming back. You ain't seen her since the election when she ran out the back door and a car wait for her. Kamal and her come in the front door of the voting poll, and Kamal come out by himself, and the car was waiting out in the back for her.
Right. I think she did a video somewhere not too far from there in the back when she out that back door.
Yeah. You just can't make this stuff up.
Right.
These are not. She coming back with a vengeance. They don't like defeat. Narcissists don't like defeat.
Right.
She been allegedly. I heard she built a house in California on 150,000 acres. And four bedrooms, 3 bedrooms. They showed the mansion in California.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's we definitely a see because Tiffany, you know they putting out a lot of things, but I did see where that house in LA that belongs to someone else, not Tiffany.
Okay. Make it make sense.
Yeah,
it
belongs to someone else, not
you think
not
they
Tiffany.
hide up in there?
Huh?
You think they hide up in there?
I don't know. You know, it's hard. That's what I said in my last video about nobody really knows where Tiffany stays. You see what I'm saying? Tiffany has a lot of people say, oh yeah, she stayed with her mama, or she stay in her mother's house, or stay in the basement of the house. She stay upstairs above Kamal's car wash. It's so many different things, but the thing is nobody can really pinpoint where Tiffany stays. And if she is building something, Tiffany has about 10 different alias. She have 10 different names.
Oh yeah.
So
Cassie got about 30. I seen on Facebook.
Yeah.
She was a cake lady. She was a Bible study lady. She was a minister. And you just can't make this stuff up about her.
Yeah.
And Cassie said, when Mike Smith and Keith Price tried to get up, removed her from the ballot, and she went to court and she got back on the ballot. She said on live national TV, the reporter asked her, he said, if you win as mayor, what would you do? She said, I'll let the state come in and take over. I didn't forget that.
Yeah.
I didn't forget that. Oh.
Yeah. Yeah. You want to try to handle that yourself, you know. But when the feds get Tiffany, we will see a whole lot more. But Cassie really didn't win at a court decision for her to be on the ballot. DeMarcus removed he dropped his challenge, so that made her able to
I
keep
had a
going.
stroke and a heart attack, and it's neurological, and it's in the interfering with my brain.
No, you all right. Honey, you got the main thing. We ready for the next one to come in, and we want to see.
Boy,
Yeah,
we
we
want
to
to
see.
Stuff up.
Yeah,
She's coming back with a vengeance.
Yeah.
Narcissists don't like defeat.
Right.
Gas smoking,
Right.
showboating, and gas fighting, and covet. They don't like defeat.
Yeah.
She laying low for something.
Right. And we gonna see. We're gonna see.
Yeah.
We're gonna
and that
see.
lawyer lady, that black lawyer lady of hers, the Mustard, Indiana. It's two of law firm. They got a car-torn place. And they coming up in the Dolton, stealing cars to take it back down there. Kamal got a Indiana license plate on his BMW.
Yeah.
That black lady lawyer come from Mustard, Indiana. Yeah.
Well, I sure do appreciate it. I have some more calls, but I appreciate you for calling in. Thank you so much for calling in. And the next time we do a live now, you call back in.
From one school to another. You straight up with no chasing. You come with receipt.
Thank
I appreciate you.
I appreciate you. I appreciate you, sister, so much. Thank you so much.
Yeah. Bye-bye.
Okay, bye-bye.
Okay, bye-bye.
Yes, sending love to our caller. Sending loves and hugs to you. Yes. Anybody else want to call? I did see 2 or 3 more people was trying to call in. I think it was Bass Solo too. Hello.
Hello, how you doing?
I'm doing fine. How you doing?
Yes, ma'am. My name is Michael Todd. I'm calling from Birmingham, Alabama.
Okay, Birmingham, Alabama. Woo, 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 woo. Yes.
I got a chance to see your face.
Yeah.
I just wondered, I had sent a text. I wonder, do Tiffany Henyard still get paid from all the meetings that she have missed?
She does.
She does.
She does.
Okay, well, that answers my question. I'm very excited to see your face and
but thank you.
Your program.
Thank you so much, and I really do appreciate you calling in and just talking to me, and But yeah, she does. She does get paid even though she missed the meetings.
Okay, well, thank you so much.
You're welcome. Day. You too. Okay.
Bye
bye. Yes. Yes. Tiffany still gets her income. She still gets her income. Now her income does not stop until she comes out of office. So she still have about 1 more paycheck or something left? Probably. I don't know if they go, like you put a month in the hole or something like that. So if she get out of there in May of next month, April, she might get 1 more last check if they doing month in the hole type thing or whatever. I don't know, but I do know she's still gonna get her check and get her pay until she get up out that office. Okay. But my thing is, what was they doing with all that money anyway? Because if you look at them, it's like they was using taxpayers' dollars, and you say, okay, well, maybe they was putting up money for them. But then when you see Kamal losing his businesses, Tiffany don't have her Aisha property real estate thing running like it should, then you say, well, then what they doing with the money? It's giving street candy. I'm sorry. It's giving street candy. Because anytime you spend millions and millions and millions of tax dollars money, and then one is getting $100,000 salary, the other one is getting about $300,000 salary, but they ain't got nothing. Because everything they was really doing was off the taxpayers' back. So where was their income going? Didn't you say the properties or whatever? But then we still ain't seen no properties of Tiffany. You see? And then Kamal done lost his business that shut down. DeMarcus Quigley can't even pay for a hospital bill that a police officer fell in his yard in a 3-foot hole. He don't even want to pay for a doctor bill. So everybody want to be big Hank and like they got this and they got that, but they can't take care of business or pay their bills. It's giving street candy. It's giving candy. I'm sorry. Yeah. Hello, Cafe.
Hey, my dear. How are you?
All right. How you doing?
Good. Look here, girl. I'm calling you from Virginia.
From Virginia. Shout out to Virginia. Yes.
Yeah. Virginia is Hookan, Dolton, and Thornton. And girl, the other night when they had the result, I was crying.
Yes.
Girl, that snake had to go.
You're right.
Oh my God, girl. She had to go. She was a wrecking ball.
She was. It was so hurtful to see, and covering Tiffany's story, and I'm quite sure other content creators feel like that too. we try not to put our emotions too much into things, but when you saw what Tiffany was doing to the people, sometimes you couldn't help but to get emotional. And I think some people would hear it through my commentary as well.
Yeah, I have a feeling she and Kamal and the William May Moore and all of them, I think they're going to try to sneak in the back door and steal out everything they can.
And I do think they need to watch that township and that village.
Yes.
Because I do think, my opinion as well, that it's going to be some things that they're going to try to kind of get rid of.
Oh yes. I wonder if Kamal going to go back to his wife.
Let Kamal go back to his life. I don't know. Yes, I don't know. I mean, you right about it. We will soon see. Yeah.
He's all washed up though. I don't know if the wife wants him back.
Yeah, that's true too, because when you have publicity like that, I don't think I would be able to walk down the street with a man like him after he's had all that publicity, and then I'm walking down the street with him like I got a prize. I don't have a prize. This is not a prize. You know what I'm saying? And everybody know he's not a prize. So I don't know. But then you got some women that think differently, but it couldn't be me.
Listen to this one. DWC say he ain't gonna call Cassie crash.
Oh, yeah.
He's gonna call her 4.0.
Yeah, I did hear that. Yeah, that Cassie is something else, Sassy Cassie, she's messy to me, and she's another Tiffany. I mean, they talk the same, they act the same, they bully the residents and all that. So when you tell me you are different from Tiffany, but you do and duplicate everything that basically she has done for us mouth-wise, I couldn't trust a person like that.
What happened to that man that was running with her? He disappeared, hey?
Yeah, I think he was still on the ballot too. That Knopf or something like that.
The one that was running for the trustee. He was running with cash out.
Oh, I don't know about that one.
What happened to him? He had a cancer. He was wearing that hat all the time. He was a running mate.
Oh, I don't know. Maybe somebody in the chat can tell me who you're talking about, but I really don't know, because a lot of them really didn't spark my attention like that. Like if I felt like it was some stank in there.
He was talking and acting just like her with him crazy self.
I don't know.
Yeah.
But I do appreciate it. I got some more people that's trying to call in, but I appreciate you. Any last words you want to say?
No, we tell them Virginia is in the house and Virginia is watching. And if I gotta come down there, girl, I will be there, because I was living in Waukegan in the military down there.
Okay. But thank you for your service as well.
You're welcome, darling, and you enjoy.
Okay.
And thanks for taking my call.
Yeah, and thank you for calling. And when we do another live, please make sure you call in.
All right, Miss Lady.
Okay, thank you. And we sending loves to you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Yes, anybody else want to call in for? Hold on, family. I had to check that surveillance. But anyway, anybody else want to call in? Right quick. I did see some more 6-7. Bay Solo, you want to call in? Rodney Brown, salute. He said 4%. Yes. Yes, Sassy Cassie, 4%. Joyce McFarley, salute, salute, salute. Sending love back to you all. Sending love to you all. Thank you all for the generous donation. Adorable Aries, salute, salute. Hannah Green, salute. Hannah Green in the house. Thank you. Salute, moderator Hannah Green. Yes. Jerry Lee, salute. Salute. Jerry Lee said he wants to call. I think they have the number in the chat, but it's 678-439-4517. Yes. Let me see what else. Betty Harrison, hello, said watching from Alaska. Peace to Cafe of Knowledge family and chat. Thank you for watching from Alaska. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Hello.
Hey, Cafe.
Yes.
His name is Harrison. That's her running mate. His name was Harrison.
Oh, okay, Harrison.
Harrison, Harrison.
Oh.
I know I speak.
I got you. I got you. How you doing tonight?
Good. I just finished talking to you, but I just wanted to call back from Virginia and let you know his name was Harrison.
Harrison.
Yes, he was her running mate. And he was talking crazy like her.
I got you. I got you.
All right.
Thank you. Thank you. Okay. I don't know. Do y'all remember that one, family? I don't remember that one. E. Todd, thank you so much for your generosity. Thank you so much for your generous donation. It's greatly appreciated. Hello.
Hi, it's me, Adorable Aries. Hey, Cafe.
How you doing?
Hi, I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm doing well.
Okay, so we had chatted before. This was way prior to the elections. I think this was even before the primary school.
Mm-hmm.
And we gotta catch up. But I'm obviously happy that Jason won and Napoleon won.
Hey, do you have an earpiece in your ear?
Oh, you can hear me?
I'm saying, do you have an earpiece? Because it's kind of far away.
Oh, okay, because I got the phone on the sink. You can hear me better now?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, the phone was sitting on the sink. I just got out the shower.
Okay.
Happy the way the election turned out. I'm just scared that Tiffany to do something like irreversible damage before she leaves.
It is a lot of people that say it's a lot, and I did mention in the last video that I didn't think she would do a smooth transition.
Right.
Yeah.
I don't think she's gonna go smoothly, and I think also while her and Kamal is acting like they so lovey-dovey, they're gonna turn on each other when the feds come. They're gonna point at each other. Yeah,
it happens just about 90% of the time.
That Cassandra lady, she is the best psychiatrist money can buy. Because I feel like the difference between her and Tiffany is Tiffany wasn't obviously born like that. Tiffany got like that with the power and the money, and she seemed that she was in a position to control things. Tiffany's narcissistic control freak. Tiffany is a psychopath, but that wasn't in her blood. I feel like that developed throughout the time of her tenure. Cassandra needs help.
You think so? You think so? You can't see Tiffany being a bully when she was younger. When I'm saying, like, you can't see Tiffany being kind of like a bully brat growing up in school and stuff like that.
I can, but let me explain what I mean. Let me explain what I mean by that.
Okay.
Now, what I mean is, she probably was your typical schoolhouse bully. Not saying that that's okay. Of course, it's not okay. But I feel like what made her ego grow is that power. She was the supervisor of 17 municipalities and the mayor of her hometown simultaneously. That blew her head up, I feel like, plus the money. Then also, you could just tell look at the beginning videos of the town hall meetings in both entities, and then look at her from the recent ones. You could see how her ego was growing. She went from changing public comment to actually listen. I wouldn't say listening to the residents, but actually, letting them talk, speaking to them and stuff.
Right.
Doodling while they talk.
Right.
Alexis Wilson's mother is explaining how they put all these bullets in her child, and she's doodling.
Right. Well, that's what she do. And even when Tiffany was a trustee, she really wasn't making that much money as a trustee.
Right.
And she still made a woman stay in a molded house with her kids. You see what I'm saying?
Feel like was the difference with her doing that thing as a trustee, like being disrespectful and nasty.
Right.
Because she was trying to fake like she was the voice of the resident.
Right.
And she also seen how Riley Rogers, remember, it was one meeting, I don't know if you remember specifically, but it was one meeting where she said, I'm not going to vote blindly because it's different bills on here. I don't know what they are, and you could have took this and went shopping with it, or this could have been
right. I do remember that. I feel
like she took that and ran with that when she started. She said, oh, I could do that when I become mayor.
Right.
Let me run.
Right. I'm with you.
That's why she painted Mr. Rogers out to be the bad guy, so everybody could look at her like, wow, she's really been fighting for us. Wow, she's an 8-year trustee, so she's a people trustee. She really loves us, and she wants the best for us. She knew what she was doing. She strategized her campaign on being the people's trustee so she could gain their trust and go in there and rob them people. That was her whole objective. You remember that one town hall meeting when her and Mr. Rogers was going back and forth, the former mayor?
Right.
Said, well, this ain't gonna do nothing but make me push to run for mayor.
Right.
But she already had it in her mind.
Yeah, she did. And she was running real close with Mr. Frank Zuccarelli too, her and Stan.
Right.
And so she was already trying to move her and Stan. That's why I really give Stan a hard time, because by looking back, Stan was all in pictures with Tiffany, Stan, and Frank Zuccarelli. Right. So which showed me that they was already had plans then. You see what I'm saying? And so I watched things like that. You see, and then you have her on the trustee board acting the way she acted. So it was really all a plan to get to where they are now. Right. So you're right though. She had it planned out, and she really did. But I can tell you now, if Napoleon didn't step in there, she would have won again.
You think so?
Yeah. I mean, tell me the choices that was there.
Richard Nolan, Nate Fields, some independent lady who eased her way back on the ballot because they took her off.
Right, on the Township.
You know who I think would have won? I think Nate would have won if Napoleon ain't won.
Over Tiffany?
Yes, because I think they would have voted for somebody just to get her out of there. That's what I think.
Well, my thing is, I don't think, okay, and I like your point, but my thing is, Tiffany and her goon squads wouldn't even let nobody had got on that ballot.
Right, that's true too.
They would. That's just my opinion. Seeing how they was operating to knock Napoleon off. Just think about if Napoleon wasn't on there, because actually, it was Nate and Napoleon that I think that helped Nate out a little bit more. The way they was trying to boot Napoleon off, it showed the lack of credibility of Tiffany's squad. You see what I'm saying? Right. And it was able to help Nate get back on.
Right.
But
you're right though, Miss Cafe. You're right. Now that I think about it like that, you're absolutely right.
Yeah.
People criticize the way Napoleon did the caucus, but I feel like if they would have took it to the polls, you're right. She could have had a chance of winning. So yeah. Y'all wanted to let her win again and rob y'all again.
Exactly. Yeah. See, that's what I'm saying. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. Yeah.
I think that caucus was smart because he beat her at her own game.
Exactly. He did.
At her own game.
He did. Yep. Yeah.
But I never seen a more enormous liar than Tiffany. I never seen nobody who lied that much, and I know some liars now.
Yeah. Yeah,
I've never seen somebody who lies more than Tiffany.
She's smooth with it. She's smooth with it. She's smooth
and
with
with
it.
a straight face, that's scary.
Yeah,
If you
she's
lie
smooth
with a
with
straight
it.
face like that, that's scary. That Tiffany Henyard Cares Foundation, the lies that she tells, that's not her foundation. That's scary. That you're on video not once but twice, but 3 times. You know, claiming that you want to pass a bill about your nonprofit.
Right.
There's no evidence, and this lady is still lying.
You're right. Yeah.
That's scary. Man, we have you on candid camera and you're still
I'm telling you. She good now. She good now. But I do have some more callers, but I sure do appreciate it. Hey, the next time I do a live, please call in because you was very interesting. I loved how you was putting a lot of things.
And I love being on your live. I would love to, if that's in your heart one day, to co-host with you. I think that would be really sweet. Even if it's a one-time thing, I would love to do that on a panel with you.
Yeah. And see, my channel don't do panels, but like if you do panels, I'll pop up.
Oh, okay. I have my YouTube channel. It's under Adorable Aries. I ain't really got nothing going on up there, but I was trying to start a cooking vlog. But what's going on? And in Dolton Politics, I'm Rissa the Brat on Dolton Politics. Somebody just tagged me with a post on Dolton saying thank you for advocating for the residents. I love it.
Right. That's good. But yeah, you could just hit me an email because it's one thing about me. I don't get on panels because they have a lot of subscribers. You can have about 4 or 5 subscribers. If I feel it's necessary, I come and support you.
Right.
You know. Right. So just just drop me a email. That's something that I guess everybody really don't think the same way I do. But hey, we all been there where everybody started and was trying to get to where they are. You see what I'm saying?
That's right.
And so I've always been like that. I guess that's just my line of work. I love
your spirit. It's something about you. You're like an auntie to me. I love your spirit.
Thank you so much. So yeah, I do try to help people. So yeah, so your YouTube channel, if you say, hey, Cafe, just shoot me an email and just be like, hey, Cafe, I'm going to do this on my channel. Would you mind popping in? Just make sure you let me know like a couple of days or so ahead of time. And then my team or me will be able to let you know if we definitely could do that for you.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you. I really do appreciate it for spot on your platform.
Thank you so much. Thank you. And we sending love to you.
Thank you. My birthday next Tuesday.
Oh, happy birthday. Early birthday.
Thank you. Enjoy your night. I love y'all.
You too. We love you too. We sending love to you. Okay, family. I seen some super chats. Let me go back to the super chat. Jessica Dillers, hello. She said, I was going to say, no, ma'am. Tiffany is not welcome to call to Cali. Oh, Cali, period. I'm a little behind. That's okay, baby. That's okay. You good. Chris, shout out to Chris in the house. And LCL, shout out to the moderator LCL. James Howard, shout out to you too. Joyce, shout out. Bass Solo on behalf of Cafe of Knowledge. Thank you, Bass Solo. Rodney Brown, thank you so much. Said the Cafe of all cast. Thank you so much. Thank you all for your generosity. Thank y'all for y'all generous donation. It's so greatly appreciated. Thank y'all so much. Yeah, so do anybody else want to call in before we close out? I really did appreciate everybody being here. And I see y'all was having a good time in the chat. Bass Solo, if you want to call if you would like to. Then it says Nate seems like a very good human. That's what Sharon Jackson said. Yeah, he does seem pretty cool. Rodney Brown said, you are right, Cafe. If Napoleon the machine politician was needed to knock Tiffany off, look at his vote totals he had even compared to what Nate received. Yes, you're right. Now you really right about that, Rodney. You really are. You really are right about that one. Hello.
Hi, it's Jerry Lee calling from Los Angeles.
Hello, Jerry Lee. Thank you for calling from Los Angeles. Shout out to Los Angeles.
I got to see how to send you some money too. I'm gonna send you some paper.
Thank you for the consideration.
I love you. When I heard you on live, I said, "Oh, let me get on live." I've never done this in my life. I'm a musician, a professional musician.
Thank you.
I play music with everybody, but when I heard you talking about that mud while in, I just can't stop laughing.
Yes, that mud while in hen.
And I heard the lady talking a minute ago about what a pathological, demonic liar Tiffany is.
Yes.
It's sad. It's scary.
It is.
Just think if she got into the higher echelon of government, she would have us all beheaded because she wouldn't like us.
Yeah, she is. Tiffany is something.
It's demonic. It's beyond comprehension.
Mm-hmm.
It's sad.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and the only thing, you know what? I sent a statement earlier in my comments. God is judging and taking care of Tiffany and Kamal. All the dirt and the low-down things they've done to the people of those communities, God is angry. I'm a man of God. Let me tell you, when he take you down, he take you down hard.
Yeah, and you're right. And I'm telling you, you could see that they're feeling it too. And then and it seems like he's taking them down slow and hard.
Yes.
You see, he has a way of making you feel it quick, and then he has a way of making you feel it slow and hard. You see what I'm saying? I
think he wants to savor. They want to savor the downfall.
Exactly. Mm-hmm.
When pride comes before fall.
Right.
He said that he will give grace to the humble, and he will abase the proud. That means just what Tiffany's going through, losing all income. He lost his income for a job that was non-exempt. And the FBI will certainly come up on all that mess. Right. How can you make $100,000 a year and you don't even have proof of what you're doing?
Right. Right.
That's RICO. I work in law. For 35 years, I work with attorneys and judges and police. And baby, they think they got away, but they ain't got away. The boys are coming. Trust me.
Right.
The boys are coming.
They coming. They coming.
I hear comments, Cafe. I read comments from all over the world, don't you?
Yes, I do.
Isn't that amazing?
It is. She
getting more press than President Trump.
She got a lot of press. And I'm kind of so glad that she did get the type of press that she's getting, because it allowed us, it allowed us all to continue to try to speak for the residents,
exactly.
And that was the main thing, and sometimes I hear, it be some people that live in the township and the village that say content creators don't really care about us, and we don't even take that to heart, because what we do say is, well, if it wasn't really for us, the story really wouldn't have been out there like that. I mean, we ain't trying to toot our own horn, but you got to say Pink Book Lessons, Hannibal, all those Cooking with Frank, everybody.
Jan, Eve,
right.
And I listen to all of them.
Right, and so people have to understand that it did get a lot of recognition because of YouTubers. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Regardless if,
I only heard it from you guys.
Right.
It's not on the news.
No, Gayle King ain't studying this story.
Ain't studying it. That's right. Tamara Hall, all that.
Yeah.
That should be first headline news.
That's what I'm saying.
Her debauchery.
That's what I'm saying.
About the behavior and actions. Matter of fact, living in Los Angeles, I've been following the story for 2 years now, faithfully. And I know every content creator. I can call them by name, but I won't. But I know, I listen to them.
Right.
I agree. And I'm in Los Angeles, and I'm outraged when I read and see the dastardly, diabolical things that she's up to. I start boiling season. I said, well, I love me some Jeff. I said, Jeff Brown, if I ever come to Illinois, I'm coming for you, brother. Me and him gonna go.
Yeah. Tiffany Tiffany put him through a lot as well,
Yes, she did.
And hopefully he keeps moving, but she really did put a lot of pressure on him as well, and
but he exposed a lot of devilment. He exposed a lot.
Yeah.
And it takes people like him, yourself, Tactical, J9 Eve, all
of them, right.
to bring that debauchery to light. Right. It's not been for you guys. Like I said, it's not on channel 249713. No, it's not here in LA. Not none of the news.
Right.
But it's all on YouTube by you creators. That's why, Matt. How can I find a link to your Cash App or PayPal?
And you know, my team and we don't do the Cash App or PayPal. Only thing we have is the super chats and things like that, but we don't do the other one. And you might not be able to do that, but that's fine. Just long as your thoughts and you thought about it, and I appreciate that. You know, that's what counts. Just the thought that counts sometimes, you know.
Well, so, you know, I like to support the channel if you're doing God's work and you're exposing the devil. So, you know, how does super chat work?
It's like a $sign right in the comment sections.
Oh, okay. And then you put your
and it's like every time you make a comment in the comment section, and then you'll see in the comment section, you'll see like a little $sign. And once you hit the little $sign, and then it'll ask you, do you want to send $99 cents, $1, $5 like that? Yeah.
Then you follow the prompts and it will deduct it from your debit card or whatever.
Yeah, and then it'll go right on through there. And it's very safe and secure. That's why I use that, because it goes through YouTube, so it's very safe and secure. And I do it like that. You know.
Well, I'll send something before the year's out.
Okay, well, thank you. All
right, nice talking to you.
Nice talking to you too, and we sending love to you.
I'm sending love right back to you too.
Okay. All right. Okay.
God bless.
God bless you too. Bye-bye. Okay, family. Yes, I just appreciate you all. I really do. I appreciate you all. All of the moderators, thank y'all so much. Kendall R, Bay Solo, LCL, Hunter Green. Just thank y'all all so much. Mindy, what's going on? You're so smart how you pay attention to details. Well, thank you, Mindy. Thank you so much. Bloomfields, thank you so much for that nice, kind word of encouragement and compliment. Appreciate that. Rodney Brown said the whole team of content creators helped in the cause of victory for the people of Dolton. Thank you so much, Rodney Brown. Thank you. Yes, they really did. And you know, and then you had some of the residents that was also started YouTube pages so they could let us see what was going on as well. And shout out to them as well. Everybody, but the residents in the township and the village and the trustees in the township and the village, I have to say congrats again, because y'all really, really fought a hard and tough fight. Y'all really did. I mean, this girl was out of control. She was out of control. It's unbelievable. Out of control. I've never seen like a politician. It's some out there. But Tiffany, she went so far as trying to be a Nino Brown. I said, what? I mean, the politicians ain't dressing up like Nino Brown or, you know, what's his name? Let me tell you about my little friend. They not dressing up like that, okay? Al Pacino and all them. No, they not dressing up like that. Tiffany was dressing up like that. She was automatically telling you what it's going to be, how it's going to be. She was trying to turn that township and the village into the Carters. That's it. That's what she was trying to do. And she almost was doing it too. I mean, because Lacey and them had, the police department had it sold up. It was like, I'm telling you, I just can't wait till they go to court. I smell Rico all over the place. Yes, I do. I smell Rico. Point blank period. Point blank period. Yeah, Sharon Jackson, thank you so much for your generous donation. Thank you so much. And thank you all. And I guess I'm going to close out because where we been? I guess we've been almost 2 hours now. But yes, congratulations to the residents. That's what Cheryl Day said. And endured and held it down. Yes. Yes. Thank you, Sharon Jackson. Thank you so much for your generosity, baby. Thank you so much. Jerome Carter. Run, but you cannot hide. Yes. Bay Solo said yes. But I'm telling you, it's something. Betty Harrison. I always look forward to Cafe and Family. We look forward to you too. Thank you so much. Thank you, sir. Just for Charlene. Hello, hello, shout out, shout out, shout out, shout out. Jerome Carter, shout out, shout out to you all. Okay, so I just wanted to come up, but I'm gonna do one too on Tiffany. Just man, it's just unbelievable. It's just, and I just shout out again to Clean House 2025, Napoleon Harris, his win and his slate. To the residents, salute, salute, salute. Y'all really did it. Y'all put up with a lot. Y'all did a lot. And I tell you, when you seen the outcome, it did really touch your heart. You know, when we saw the numbers of who won and things like that, it was almost like, well, me, I kind of had some tears in my eyes. It was like you was just so glad that, man, these people, our people, at least are going to see a little bit of a positive change, you know? We'll see if it's going to be a lot, but it's going to take a lot to rebuild what Tiffany tore down. She tore down a lot in 4 years. She really did. So that's all I have to say about that. I appreciate you all. I appreciate you all. I'm gonna say some last comments. If you would all, many thanks, everyone. Thank you so much, Bay Solo. Dawn Hines, you have a brilliant heart of gold. Thank you so much, Dawn Hines. Thank you so much for that generous and compliment. Thank you so much. I was trying to see if it was anything that all I just want to say is sending loves and hugs to everyone. I appreciate y'all joining me, especially the men. Thank y'all so much, because I know it's some basketball games on. I just appreciate y'all clicking giving me about 5 or 10 minutes on it. Thank you so much. I want to give a love and shout hugs and kisses to some of the men too, because I know that they could have been watching a basketball game, honey, and they at least tuned in for, if it wasn't 5 minutes or 10 minutes, they did it. So I appreciate it. Sending love, y'all. But anyway, to all the ladies, boots on the ground. We gonna do it again real soon. Get them hens and get them kins. Yes, love y'all. Love y'all. And y'all have a nice evening. Bye-bye.